In this video we're going to look at how to sketch quadratic functions. Now the first thing we're going to have to do is think about what is the important features of a quadratic function. So it's going to be where it intercepts the axes and the turning point, so the minimum point, but we're not going to worry about that particularly in this video. And then if it's got a coefficient of x squared of positive or negative, which will show which way up the parabola is going to be when we sketch it. Now to find the x-intercepts, that's going to be where y is 0. So 0 equals x squared minus x minus 6. So I'm going to factorise this, and this is using double bracket factorising. And I'm going to get my solutions. X is 3 and x is negative 2. So these are the x-axis intercepts. Now to find the y-axis intercept, I'm going to make x 0. So y equals 0 squared minus 0 minus 6. So that's negative 6. So I've got my intercept. So I'm going to set up a pair of axes. I'm going to mark on x equals 3 and x equals negative 2, y negative 6, and I'm going to do my sketch. Now the turning point, so is going to be halfway between the two x-intercepts, so it's going to be a half, and we know that because it's going to be symmetrical. Now, that's not the most brilliant sketch, but it will do. We've got the key features there. It's the right way up. We've shown the three intercepts as well. Now the second question, we're going to go through it in exactly the same way, except it's harder to factorise. We can't use single bracket factorising, and we can't use the difference of two squares, and the coefficient of x squared is not 1. So 0 equals 4x squared minus 12x plus 9. So 4 multiplied by 9 is 36. So I need two things that times to make that. And the coefficient of x squared is negative 12, so I need two things that will add to make that. So let's have a look. 4 and 9 is not going to work. 3 and 12 is not going to work. 6 and 6, yes, that will work. So it's negative 6 and negative 6. So that's 4x squared, subtract 6x, subtract 6x, add 9. Going to look at the first two bits, and I'm going to factorise that. So that's 2x and then 2x minus 3. Then the second two bits, and I'm going to look at factorising that. So that's going to be 3 lots of 2x minus 3. So I've got 2x minus 3 as a factor, and then all 2x minus 3 again. So when I solve for my x-intercepts here, I'm going to get 2x minus 3 equals 0. So 2x is 3, x is 3 over 2. And I get exactly the same thing here. And that means that there's a particular feature of this, which we'll come to in a moment. But I'm going to find the y-intercept. So the y-intercept will be 4 lots of 0 squared minus 12 lots of 0 and 9. So that's just 9. So I'm going to draw my set of axes. We've got an x-intercept at 3 over 2 and a y-intercept at 9, and there's only one intercept. And what that means is when we sketch our quadratic, it's just going to bounce off the axis. And again, I've not done a brilliant sketch, but it crosses at the right point. It's the right way up because the coefficient of x squared is positive, and it's just touching the axis there.